Hey guys, it's Colin here at eTrailer, and today we have a 2018 Ford Edge. We've been test fitting some hitch-mounted accessories to it. Right now we have the eTrailer.com tilting and folding cargo carrier installed. And this is going to be a really nice accessory to add to the hitch of your Edge so you can get any excess cargo or luggage, anything like that, out of your vehicle and get it stowed on the cargo carrier for travel. That'll just help out with making sure you got enough leg and elbow room for your passengers for maybe one of those longer road trips. Another great use is that if you maybe have a ton of equipment that's really dirty or muddy, you just spent all day out in the rain and mud, you can just load that stuff onto the carrier, strap it down, and then take it home without getting it on the floorboard of your Edge and having to clean those carpeted floor mats. Now, if your carrier does get dirty, it's pretty easy to clean. You just take a power washer or a hose, you can spray it off, and it'll be good to go for next time. We do have a nice sturdy steel construction to it. It's got a nice black powder coat finish that's going to help it resist rust and corrosion and also give it a nice sleek look. Now, I do want to go into one of the defining features of this carrier, and that's that it can tilt away from your vehicle to gain better access to the trunk. Now, I'll just show you real quick. When we open up the hatch of our Ford Edge, it's not as big of an issue as it would be with some other vehicles that have longer hatches, but a lot of times with cargo carriers, when you try to open up your hatch and you have cargo loaded up and secured, a lot of times that hatch will make contact. Now, because we do have an extended shank on this carrier, as well as the tilting feature, we've kind of eliminated any situation where you wouldn't be able to at least tilt it away to open up your hatch all the way. Now, a lot of people do have multiple vehicles in their household, so we're just going to go to show you how it can tilt away because it could benefit you with your other vehicle in your household should you choose to use it for that. What we'll do is pull both these pins and clips and then let it tilt away. That takes the angle of our cargo from going straight up and down to going off to the side, so that way the hatch will not come in contact with it. We've tested it out on some minivans where, like the Honda Odyssey or the Grand Caravan, where the hatch is very long and swings out and makes contact right away. Even with this tilted at this angle, those minivan hatches can still open. So like I said, really whatever vehicle you might have beside your Ford Edge, you should be able to get rear hatch access. When tilting it back up, this is something where if you have cargo loaded, you probably do want an extra set of hands. I'm going to replace that top pin first and then come back with this bottom pin. And then, of course, don't forget your clips. Now, this cargo carrier does have a weight capacity of 500 pounds. So like I said, if you have cargo loaded, you got 300-400 pounds on there, this feature to tilt it away is probably something you're going to want that extra set of hands, because even though it's empty and it was pretty easy for me to get those pins back in, I still had to hold it up with my knees so that I could get the pins and clips in. So definitely highly recommend getting someone to lift up on the back and hold it in place while the other person puts in the pins and clips. Now let's go over some more features. Let's talk about usable storage space. This will help you for deciding if you got coolers or other totes that you want to figure out if they're going to fit inside the carrier. So from inside rail to inside rail, we're going to have 60 inches on the length right here. For the width, it's going to be 24 inches. And then the floor to the height of the rail is going to be 5.5 inches. So that's a lot of storage space to be able to get your luggage, coolers, anything like that loaded up and secured. These raised side rails all the way around give it a basket design, and it also makes for a great tie-down point. So bungee cord, ratchet straps, cam buckle straps, you can use any of those to get your cargo secured. If you don't have any spare ones lying around, you can just pick some up here at eTrailer. We got a ton of different options available. You can see we also have that nice mesh bottom to our cargo carrier. It's going to help out for cleaning, like I said, power washer, hose, you can spray it off, and it'll be good to go. We also do have a 2-inch rise in our shank, so it does help out our ground clearance a little bit. Let's go ahead and measure that. It's going to be 12 3/4 of an inch for your ground clearance. And so any steep inclines, you do want to be a little bit careful to make sure that you don't grind the bottom of this on the ground. Sometimes with those steep inclines, if you just go up at an angle, that'll solve that issue. Now, with any hitch-mounted accessory, you are going to have added length to your vehicle. In the case of our Ford Edge, let's measure from the bumper to the outermost point of our cargo carrier. It's about 40.5 inches added onto the back of our vehicle. So that's a pretty substantial amount. For any times where maybe your cargo carrier is empty but you don't want to remove it from your hitch, we can just fold it up towards the vehicle to conserve on space. We're going to come back down to these pins and clips. We're going to leave this top one in place and then remove the bottom one. Just fold it up, place the pin, go grab that clip. You want to make sure you always get the clips and reinstall them. And just like that, we've taken away a ton of space. Let's measure. Bumper to the outermost point. Now this is a little bit difficult just because there's no way for me to have the tape measure touch the bumper at the correct spot, so we're just going to try to get as accurate as we can. It's about 14 inches, give or take, half an inch or an inch. Right, so we've taken away a lot of space. Again, if you want to park in your garage or travel without that added length, then this is going to be a feature that's really going to help you out. Now let's come down and see how it attaches to our hitch. We do have a 2-inch by 2-inch hitch receiver on our Ford Edge. That is what this carrier is going to be compatible with. What's nice is that we have that nice anti-rattle hitch pin that's tightened down. Takes away the shake and play from our cargo carrier. You can see that the entire vehicle is moving. You can see a lot of times with cargo carriers, they just have a standard 5/8 pin that causes it to rattle around a lot. Not the case with this carrier. And then lastly, we do have this nice hitch pin aligner. We don't have it in the correct spot right now, but I just did that to show you guys what you would want to do. Basically, this bracket with our hitch pin hole lined up and our bolt secured, we would take this, loosen up the bolt right here, push it to the face of our hitch. That way, it's going to line up our hitch pin every single time that we install this cargo carrier. So we don't have to lay down, get it lined up, and have to get the bolt installed. We can just stand up, push it all the way in until this meets the face of our hitch, and then tighten up our bolt. Well, thank you all for watching, and I hope this information helped you out. But that'll do it for our test fit of the eTrailer.com tilting and folding cargo carrier on our 2018 Ford Edge.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement.